Hello, can you all hear me? Am I live? Anybody out there? Okay, hello, we're live now. And I did post just now that I will be addressing the topic on how to handle difficult people, right? Sometimes we find that there's just some people who are just so difficult to, or challenging to communicate with, right? Okay, now what is difficult to you? Yeah, sometimes difficult means you need extra effort to solve or satisfy something. So handling difficult people would be to handle a person who is not easy to satisfy. And why is it that there are some people who are just, we call them difficult? I don't like to call them difficult. They're just people. But it's just understanding them, being able to understand them, and being able to understand their perspective, where they come from. Sometimes you cannot judge. Sometimes there's just how they see things quite different from how we see things, right? And have you heard of the saying, hurt people will hurt others? There are some people who say, like, why is this guy always so hurtful, always say bad things, whenever I'm around, or always something that is just negative, even in a happy environment. I always remember this. When people come from a space of hurt inside, hurt within, that means there are some unresolved issues from their past. Sometimes in their childhood, it manifests in their external world. You may see, or you may meet people who are like constantly complaining, or they're constantly finding finances very challenging, or they're always going through some problems all the time, or massive problems all the time. So it is something that is within them that is unresolved, that they are attracting a lot of negativities. And how do they release that is through hurting other people, or passing back that hurt to others, right? So when you see difficult people, yeah, we see them as hurt people. We see them from a space of compassion and love, and sometimes sympathy. So now there are different types of people that you basically can categorize. When I work with my clients, we work on the personality profiling used by Florence Litauer, which I absolutely love. The phlegmatic, the choleric, the sanguines, and the melancholics. That is quite simplified way for us to understand people and be able to communicate with them a lot easier, because this overview, it is not really in detail or accurate as I would say Enneagram, but it is basically something that basically something that can affect how they see things as well. So I will be talking about a few people. Oh, hi. My mother is such a person. Look, is this private? No. She will berate and emotionally abuse me. She treats me as her emotional venting bag. Okay, I really, when I read that, it is coming from a space of hurt from the past. Possibly that was how she was being raised. That was how her belief system on how being a mother is like. She probably thinks that that was how she was raised. That is how being a mother is for. That is the only way she knows how to be a mother. So with a mother issue, it takes a lot more effort to forgive, because sometimes the hurt is intense, and you have to work really deeply on this. There are many other courses or channels that you can work on. PM me, we can work on this as well. This has some issues that perhaps your mother has faced. And the point is, you know, we love our parents. Their belief system may be a little bit different from where they came from or how they were raised. And the most important thing is what are you going to do about it right now? As an adult, we have, you know, a sane mind. We have our all our facilities, you know, our hands, our mouth, our eyes, our legs, and all that. What can we do about it? We have to take responsibility to improve our own lives. But I can work with you on that to be able to understand where she came from, how it triggered her to deal with you in that way. All right? And I always send prayers for you, Zenith. You know that. Okay. Now let's address this. I mean, Rosina, sorry. Okay. Let's talk about this. Now, there are difficult people who are constantly complaining. Number one, yeah, we call them like the downers. Every time you're around them, they always have something negative to say. You will be like, whoa, I had a great day today. This so and so did this for me. Don't believe lah, these people, you know, they're always complaining and they pull you down. They drag your energy down, you know. They criticize, and whatever you do, they're very difficult to please. This is this category of these very negative people, and they're complaining all the time, right? And then there are another type of people that is the better than, you know, I am better than this so and so, you know, I have done better. I actually very smart. I actually have written many books. I actually have many years of experience. I've come from this kind of family, you know. So these are the know-it-alls. Sometimes we call it the one-uppers or the show-offs. They like to impress, and sometimes they name drop. They name drop and they compare. And these types are known as, in my classes, I call them the graduates. But there is a way to deal with graduates, yeah? The kind that says, they always think they're better than others, right? And then there's also another type of person who are the passives or the pushovers or the yes men or the weaklings. They don't contribute much. You ask them to do something, they don't do. They don't give an opinion. They don't make a decision. And they're always there for the free ride, you know, and sometimes they never fulfill what they're supposed to do. And they come up with excuses, especially when it comes to teamwork, especially when it comes to some level of leadership. This also can be a challenging group of people, yeah? And then we have the tanks, or, you know, where in terms of personality, it comes from the choleric personality. They are generally quite bossy. Everything I do it my way or the highway, and they want everything done how they see it should be done, and they're always right. They're never wrong. You're always wrong, right? So believe it or not, the above characteristics actually in each and every one of us. Yes, we do have that characteristics in us. Yeah. Now, when I do personality profiling with my students and clients, we get to break down each personality, your strengths, your weaknesses, and what tendencies you have. So when you understand your personality, you tend to understand how you perceive things as well. What are your tendencies towards dealing with people? Now, when we talk about office politics as well, you know, when it comes to office politics, some of these kinds of personalities also have a tendency to play politics, right? When you understand yourself, you understand that, you know, playing office politics is actually coming from a space of fear or scarcity. Like, if I don't get this, somebody else will, and I will get less. That fear, you know. Hi, Ravida. Thank you for listening. Now, so it comes from a space of fear. So that's why people play office politics. They want to be able to get more than others, yeah? That's generally the reason. So when you learn how to handle difficult people, we need to understand different personalities and how to relate to them better. When you can basically understand their personality, you start to talk in their language. And at the same time, always remember, negativity comes from somewhere. And it's not necessarily from the present. It comes mostly from the past. How they react, their past experience, their past fears, their bad trauma or some dealings with people they cannot trust, it came from there. And that's how they react, and they deal with you in the same way, right? So I always relate difficult people to being, having a level of imbalance in their bodies, like body, mind, heart, and spirit is not aligned, not balanced. And when you have imbalance, especially in the body, you have to take care of your body. Your body is your tool so that you can carry out your purpose. When the tool is not healthy, you're going to have some problems, doing what you need to do. So people who are also in a space of pain, physical pain, can also react to others, right? And let's talk about, body also includes financial issues, financial issues. Relationship issues comes from the heart level. Hurt issues comes from the heart level. And in terms of the spiritual, not being aligned, people are they live life, but not how they should. That means they are not living their purpose. There's no legacy. They're just day to day going to work, working without any sense of purpose, right? So, how do you deal with people who are not easy to work with or easy to be around? First of all, you need to understand yourself first. Why are you reacting to that hurt and pain? Perhaps your body, your mind, your heart and spirit is also not aligned. So work on each of these issues. In my courses, we work intensely in them, and it's not like an immediate thing. It is a daily habit that you have to instill to improve your body, your mind, and your spirit, and being able to handle and not react negatively to people who choose to react negatively to you. Rafida says, I was that person before this. Now, still learning and keep improving myself. Yes, that's the most important thing. Always keep improving yourself. Every day need to listen to positive talk like this. Keep it up, sis Murs. Yeah, I leave them. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now, when you deal with negative people, it is challenging when these people are not people that you can easily leave them, especially they are your parents, your family members. Now, in my faith, in Islam, we are not supposed to totally cut ties with family members. You have to keep ties with them. But you can limit the time you spend with them. You don't have to spend 24 hours a day all the time seeing them or be around them. You work on yourself. You spread positivity to others. Invite them to do good. You don't have to be around them all the time. And when you are dealing with some challenging people, don't try to change them. When we meet difficult persons, sometimes, especially the family members or close friends in our circle, we tend to try to change. Oh, I know I can change this person. But if we try to get, let's say, the downers, the negative people, to be positive, the passive people, stand up for yourself. And then the tanks, we tell them to, hey, calm down lah, don't get so angry lah. And the better Dans to be more humble, they get more upset with you. Yeah? When you try to change them or tell them upfront what they need to do, it may go worse. What you need to do is you need to try to understand them. You aim to understand them. The way to disengage a difficult person is to understand where they're coming from. I try to find these answers by asking questions. I've learned asking questions I learned asking questions in business from my Root Warmers, from Madam Camelia, who is the founder of Root Warmers. I learned to ask questions in business, and I applied asking questions every part of my training to get the answers from the participants. And I ask questions from people who are very challenging. They say, something is so negative, blah, blah. I said, why is that so? How did this happen? You ask questions, and then sometimes they will be trying to get the answer themselves, and then they'll be thinking, how come I'm so negative? What's my problem? We can get them there, but it takes a skill, so you need to practice, yeah? try to understand them, ask questions, ask them what is important to them, what drives them, their decisions. And for some people, it is money. Yeah, some people, why they are difficult, why they're negative is this fear of money, having money problems, and it comes from a space of wealth consciousness. And when I work with my clients also, we talk about opening up the mind towards wealth. Do you know that sometimes we want, I want money, I want to be rich, I want my business to be good. We sabotage it in our mind. We don't believe we are worthy enough to receive wealth, right? So, wealth consciousness. Ask these difficult people questions, and sometimes you get to understand where they are coming from. It could be money. It could be, for others, it is power or knowledge. Yeah. When you ask questions, when they talk, it also helps some people relax. So sometimes that's why people pay counselors and psychologists or psychiatrists so that they can talk. It helps them. And always remember, people want to be acknowledged. They want to be heard. They want to be understood. Oh, Razina. Hey, welcome salam. Razina, my mother refused counseling and threw a tantrum from the doctor on Wednesday. I got sick of the abuse and decided to move out. Okay, breathe in, Razina, and breathe out. Do that 3 times. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe out all that negativities out. It can be challenging, especially it's a loved one. It's someone that you grew up with. It's someone who gave birth to you. And she may be bottling up some pain from the past she is not sharing with you, and it came out through a loved one. And you may not feel it right now, but she truly loves you. And sometimes people say you hurt the ones you love because they are the best punching bag. They love you back. So it is a way of dumping the negativities. She needs to talk it out. So she's using you as a punching bag. Sometimes people do that. What you need to do, you need to be bigger than this. You are bigger than this. You know it's not. The pain she's causing is coming from a space of hurt. It's not you. It came from her pain and her past. But you are bigger than that. You brought her help. And you can manage your own emotions, right? It's okay for you to spend less time, but do not stop loving your mother. Just send her thoughts, send her good thoughts. Think of the times when you were really, really happy together, but you do not have to be around her too much because it can be very hurtful. But send her some nice WhatsApp, send her a gift, something you may not see her, but she knows you are around. Send her a gift or something. You don't have to reply to some of the nasty messages she sends, but send her good thoughts anyway, because you are bigger than that. You know better. You know that you really want to help her. So you are praying for her health. You're praying for her emotional and mental health. Right? But you will not receive negativities from others because you are bigger than that, and you know. Yeah? Don't let these people affect you. Know your boundaries. Stick to them. Yeah? I can listen to some complaints. Sometimes people complain about their lives and all that. I can, but my question every time is, so what are you going to do about that? What is your plan? How do you plan to get out of that negativity? Know your boundaries. Yeah. Be polite anyway. Surround yourself with positive people. That brings in those positive aura. Choose your friends wisely. Choose your networks wisely. Don't be around those naysayers or negative people. Right. Now, when you are with show-offs, sometimes all they need to hear is this word. Wow, you're so amazing. God has blessed you so much. You must be so proud of yourself. You must be so grateful to God for all the good things that's happened to you. When I say that to them, they'll be like, oh, yes, I am grateful, right? So what do this show off sometimes one, where I'm better than you, you know who I am, you know what kind of family I come from. What are they actually seeking? They are seeking acknowledgement. And sometimes it can be, people are hungry for acknowledgement, especially when they don't get acknowledgement from their loved ones growing up, from people they admire, from their parents, from their teachers. So all you need to do is just say, wow, you're so awesome, well done. That's all. Move on. Ask questions. Sometimes that's what I like. Sometimes when people complain about the thing, ask questions. What are you going to do about them? Yeah. Whenever complainers whine, I normally empathize, and then after that I say that same question. So what are you going to do about it? Make them focus on solutions. This keeps their mind towards positivity. Oh, what can I do to get out of this negative situation? Get people out of that negative mindset instead of going deeper. So when people gossip to you, you don't go like, oh yeah, again start complaining, because you're going to bring your energy from here to down there, actually lower, but I won't go down, show my feet. So it's really low anyway. Yeah. So you keep your vibration high. So whenever there's a negative person around you, you raise that person. You don't go to their level and you will complain. First question. What was that question? Can you remember? When people complain, you say, what are you going to do about it? Yeah. Wow, that's really horrible. So what's your plan? Well, how are you going to get out of it? And if they don't know, then you say, okay, why don't I hook you up with some people that can help you, but you must want to help yourself. How serious are you to get out of the situation? Ask them back another question. Okay, family members, most challenging. I know some people would advise, go away, don't be around negative family members. I agree to that to some extent, but not all the time, because I believe you do have a responsibility to your families. Send them love. You don't have to be around them 24/7. You can have put positive things in the family WhatsApp, but you don't have to be too close to them. Yeah, you ignore the difficult person totally. Yeah, you know what you can do besides ignoring when they are very difficult? You just smile and do this and walk away. Yeah, they can drain your energy. You have to keep your vibration high. Yeah, so surround yourself with positive things. I have a picture of my daughter when she was 4. It's like so cute, right? So that makes me happy. What else makes me happy? Coffee makes me happy. My kittens and my cat make me happy. So focus on the happy things. Yeah, I love something nice. Durians make me happy. Right. So always remember, understand them. If you want more details, actually I have a whole day course on how to handle difficult people. But can you imagine that handling of the difficult person is not about that person. It's about you. Working on yourself, be able to raise your vibration so high, nothing is going to affect you. Knowing your purpose so well that you're going to spread your purpose out, your legacy out, and nothing bothers you, no matter how many small-minded people around you are, because they are not aware. You just need to educate, yeah? So this is how you handle difficult people, right? But it takes time. It takes you understanding yourself, your purpose, your legacy. Do not bring yourself down to the level of those negative people, because if you leave this earth with that energy level, it's not going to be good. Yeah, it's not going to be good, because we want to leave a positive impact in the world. We want to leave this world with people thinking good things about us and saying good things about us and praying for us and saying, thank you. You have done this for me. Thank you. Your words have inspired me. This is what we need to live in this world. That's your legacy. So what is your legacy? Don't get difficult people to spoil your legacy, right? In the end, while you are angry, complaining, then something happened, and then you drop dead. Then how? Hi, Suji. Work on myself and now helping others to feel uplifted and empowered. Exactly. I promote the same. Exactly. Yeah. Working on yourself. Understanding the science also. You know, when you understand the science of the human mind, understanding the science of office politics, how it's dealt, how it's done, how to play it positively. You understand how the system works in certain organizations, in certain companies. When you understand it and you understand your role in it and you understand your place in the world, that's how you can deal with it better. But if you don't, you'll get influenced and you get drained and you find it challenging. Yeah. So okay, that's enough from me for now, because I know some of you are gonna go back to work and some of the men are gonna prepare for prayers. It's been nice talking to you. I really enjoyed it, and thank you so much for this interaction. I really appreciate this. I'd like to get to know some of you better. Please do leave me your email. Do leave me your contact if you can. But if it's private, send me a PM. I do have some programs that I'm coming up. One, I have a webinar that is coming up next week actually, and that will be an hour on your personal image. How are you going to boost your personal image? Sometimes you may be doing amazing things, but not enough people know about it, right? So how are you going to spread that out? So the webinar is going to be on the 27th of December. It's free. So come and send me your email, and I'll give you the link to that webinar, and we can interact there as well. Yeah, it'll be one hour long. So set the time from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, if you are in Singapore, we are doing a networking event for everyone who are adults. You can bring your children as well. It's the Love and Respect Transformation Center networking. We work with corporate people. We can work with entrepreneurs. We can work with housewives, parents who want to learn to understand their children better. That will be on the 24th. That will be on the 27th of January. Yeah, so that will be in Singapore. And in Malaysia, I will be having a forgiveness workshop. How are you going to let go positively and boost your own brand and personal image? In Malaysia, it will be on the 13th of January. So if you would like to know how to learn to forgive and let go and move positively in your life, boosting your own brand, your own personal image, your own wow factor, send me an email. And also tell me you're interested. It will be on the 13th of January. Yeah, Anna, you can come to KL. Yeah, you have family here as well. Yeah, you can come to KL if you would like that. It is in ringgit anyway. So 13th of January, it will be at the Hotel Holiday Villa Subang, inshallah. Yeah, so do come, and I'll send you some information on that. So thank you again, Suji. I don't think I have met you. I would love to meet you. See how we can do a collaboration or do a joint networking in the future or something. Yeah, I love collaboration. Okay, so have a good day. Have a good Friday, Jumaat Mubarak, and I will be in touch again very soon. So send me your details. Send me your email. If you're shy about posting your email on the comments, just send me a PM. Yeah, you are all on my Facebook list. So do send me your email and say, yeah, I'm interested to know more. So okay, I'll send the information over. All right, bye. Have a good day, everybody. Spread love and respect.